Hey y'all, how's everybody doing today? Did I pause this thing? I hope I paused it anyway. Anyway, how y'all doing? Oh, I didn't pause it, y'all. I thought I didn't. Hold on a minute. I can't stand when I don't pause that music. It be driving me crazy, right? Um, I'm here in on time. Good morning. Hey, Jake Smith. I hope this ain't who I think it is, but hey, Tanya McNeil, how you doing? Hey, Welsie. Welsie said perfect time in my coffee. All right, girl. All right. YT Life. Okay. How you doing? Anyway, y'all, happy Good Friday. For you folks that believe in the Almighty. Happy Good Friday. We know today is the day that we Christians celebrate the. Hey, Angie, see how you doing? Hey, Miss LA, how you doing? We know that today is the day we commemorate as well as celebrate if you are a true believer. Um, but we commemorate Christ's crucifixion. We know that he was crucified on the cross to save our souls. We know that we are not worthy. But we know today the reason why we celebrate is because it exemplifies his humility, his love, his sacrifice, for us, you know. And so I just want to say for us believers, happy Good Friday, you know. And let me know if y'all can hear me really well, right? And so as we go along our day today, I wanted to do a little commemorating myself or commiserating. What about that? So I've been here, I was listening yesterday, and people have been a flutter. People have been busy around here, right? I don't know why James is such a hot topic around here these days. Because the man literally, in my opinion, be staying on his lane, right? But I don't know if it's a clout chase. I don't know if it's because he's, old beef sector. I don't know what the deal is. Maybe y'all can tell me. I know I always got questions, right? But folks are around here really stirring the pot. Even folks that are around here smiling in his face, okay? So I listened to James's only been into it for a couple of days, right? So now I think yesterday he was really agitated and irritated, in my opinion. Y'all, please hit the like button. Please share the video if you don't mind. And thanks so much for joining me, okay? So I should have did this on the vertical lab, but I was like, let me fire up this dang on stream, y'all. I pay for it, okay? But I really like the vertical live. It's easier, simpler, and it is what it is, right? So, because I don't drop the link hardly anyway, unless somebody asks me. I don't have a channel panel, so okay, But anyway, I was listening to James. I saw a couple other videos, but I listened to James yesterday, and he sounded really agitated yesterday. Now I don't know why folks want to pick and prod and poke with this man. In my opinion, I have picked and prodded and poked with him, because we've been into it a couple of times. But what is y'all wanting to pull out of him? Because I had him there yesterday, okay? Honey, it was, in my opinion, it was all he could do not to go off on everybody. Now, I also feel like he should have went off a long time ago, all right? In my opinion, okay? So he'd be trying to hold it back and trying to hold it back and trying to keep it back. And I don't understand why everybody feel like they got to kind of bypass or sidestep that chicken head over there, right? Because if I was James, I would have been done cussed out that chicken head. Because see, in my opinion, that chicken head be slick trying to play mother. Thank you. It's my opinion. Be slick trying to y'all please hit the like button. Please share the video. Thank y'all. So I think that that chicken head over there be playing fast and loose with mother, right? With James Caldwell. I don't like to call him mother child. I'm just saying mother, so y'all know who I'm talking about. It's a lot of new people around here. Treasure Lane, James Caldwell, mother, whatever you want to call him, Spiller Boy TV, right? But that chicken head in particular, I don't know why he keep giving it passes. but it be playing fast and loose, and it really wants to get um Treasure Lane and KRN into it, right? So I'm listening to the video yesterday. Now I also now something that James said really struck because he told the absolute truth about this, and I think it was the video for yesterday's video. He said that there is no integrity around here anymore, and that yes, honey, yes, he set old girl up, right? Now I don't like to talk about the knots. I don't hate Colette Lucas. I don't understand why the knots have become, well, I do understand why the knots have become so popular around here. I'm just not impressed. So I don't talk about the knots. You know what I mean? I don't talk about. I put in my title every once in a while. What about them knots? And I hope y'all know who I'm talking about. But I am not giving no kind of advertisement at all when it comes to the knots. Okay, because you was not that chick then, and you are not that chick now. Okay. So and whoever else, and it's a lot of knots in my QB voice, right? But I don't talk about the knots. But I understand that the knots can be very frustrating, honey. But you got to let the knot be the knot. Hey, Mary Williams, happy Easter to you. Happy Good Friday. But child, you got to let a knot be a knot, okay? And keep it moving. Hey, Kentucky Red Living. Hey, Lee Pepper, how you know? How you doing? And so, I don't talk about the knots. But then clearly, James is getting irritated by the knots. You know what I mean? And he also mentioned how the trolls, have been, I guess stirring the pot, and all of this and all that. I don't want to see them argue. I mean, well, whether they do or not, they're a grown Lee Pepper, and that's on them, okay? And I'll be here to comment on it, right? But it's the fact that people uh, stirring the pot and it's not being addressed. That's why I want to come on here and talk about it because y'all know me, right? So, like I said, James is he was back to the limit yesterday, and I thought he was to the point where he was finna cuss everybody out, right? But he was trying to hold it back and trying to hold it back because he don't want to have to do what it is that the trolls want him to do, but he is only human, okay? Now, James, in my opinion, over the years that I have watched him, um, uh, let me see how I should say this. I don't understand why, once again, that he is babysitting this troll, right? I don't understand why these men around here do they feel like they want to tread lightly when it comes to the troll? Because the troll always talking about the men this and the men that. You know what I mean? Whining about the men and whining about this and whining about that. You know what I mean? Because see, when it come to me, I came over here fighting men. So okay, whatever. You know what I mean? I came on YouTube. I don't mean necessarily in the beat, but over here too. You know, fighting me. And so everybody equal in my opinion. You come at me, I'm coming at you. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you think you are. I don't care who you thought you was. I don't care how much testosterone or estrogen you got. It is what it is. And I have heard people going around here saying that they are equal opportunity draggers, and a lot of people laying claim to this, that, and the other. And y'all know I don't mind, I don't care, but everybody know I started that right. I actually started that in the entertainment sector, and Tasha K said I should get some merch with an equal opportunity dragger on it. You know what I mean? But I've heard that a lot, and I'm like, oh, they are not even using it in the right way, okay? Because they are all weak, okay? I'm just saying. So yeah, that's how I feel about that. That's just on the side note, right? And then here's another thing. Here's another way stuff gets started. Hey Mike Lewis, how you doing? I think that people get upset because they don't know that nothing that we are seeing around here today hasn't been done, right? And so when you get somebody from the old, beef sector that knows the history, right? Because there are a lot of new people around here, and for some of them, it may be very interesting. Like I heard Kimmy talking about one knot in particular, and then I heard somebody, or I read something, somebody saying, "Oh, y'all talking about me doxing," but they doxed. They doxed the knot over there. Honey, that had been done years ago. That ain't nothing new. That is no new information. Okay, when it comes to Kimmy or what is her name? Butterfly Flapper Aggressive. That what was that lady's name? She's still there in her own lane, right? So that's an old beef. That ain't nothing new. You know, I don't even know why they give that knot so much attention. I guess it's annoying. And then it gets on. See, this one what I understand about. How do you not mind lie roasting, but you don't mind somebody lying? But it piss you off when somebody lie on you, but you don't mind lie roasting. Ain't it one and the same? I'm just asking. I don't understand. You know, Robbie privilege. Thank you, Kentucky Rev. Yeah, that's a old beef set to history. Happened years ago. Okay, I don't see why everybody's so upset with the knot. Let the knot be the knot. They know how mentally ill the knot is, so leave the knot alone, child. Ignore the knot. Okay? But then you got other people, coming on here, that's supposed to be, leading the sector right now, kind of, leading the new people towards that knot. And so I guess that's the reason why the conversation is so interesting. But honey, that's been done years ago. You cannot be comparing nothing, in my opinion, to what happened like a dox years ago to a new dox now, especially when you dox somebody for no reason at all. When you coming over here inserting yourself, that don't match to me. Okay, because it ain't even no new news. Okay, so I don't know what they sent KRN, but unless it was something they ain't already put on the street, then okay. And as far as the conversation about the calling goes, if people love to take sides, right? I do not think that James was being shady when he said that pretty much Sean Bradley, did the call-ins best, right? So here's the thing: I wasn't even over here when Sean Bradley did the call-ins, but people have talked about the call-ins forever, right? So because James is around here, him and Sean don't get along, and he knows exactly what happened, when it came to the call-ins, and they were before the panels and all of this and all that. From what I understand, he just, he said he felt like he was, hey, he did it best, and that's his opinion. I don't understand why people are getting upset trying to read into his opinion, right? Why he gotta be throwing shade at somebody just because, in his opinion, Sean did the Collins best, right? But here's why I thought it was being messy, right? Now we don't hear much from Sean Bradley anymore, but Sean Bradley drops down over there in KRN chat because they cool with each other. They was together in Vegas in the the what do you call it thing, the BNB or whatever that was, together, so they know each other. He said, "Do you?" and whatever else he said. Right, that was being messy, because we know that James and Sean don't get along. So when I heard him say that, I was like, "Oh, Sean Bradley, been a little messy. He wouldn't mind seeing him go back and forth either, right?" Like a lot of people would, and like I said, it wouldn't matter to me one way or the other. I'll still be here for the to do the content. Okay. But I also think that some of these new people, is sleeping on James, right? I think they sleeping on him because some of the more popular quote unquote content creators, one in particular, seem to have a stick up there behind about James, and I still don't know why. Now I heard James talking about something about a makeup challenge the other day, and I'm like, what? That's just an excuse, honey. That was so long ago. You just saying something, honey. And then that thing, which really is a not, but that just shows you how the beast sector can change, right? Because you got a content creator dubbing themselves 2.0, rebranding themselves once again when they've been around here forever, right? And I still don't know what the argument is. I still don't know why she got to stick up her behind about James. I don't. Did he beat her up? Did he punch her in the face? I mean, what happened? Did he take a channel? Like I'm confused. Like, but anyway, and that's also one of the people that wouldn't mind seeing KRN, and James fight. But KRN said he ain't going, not my fight. What y'all got going on with that knot? I ain't got nothing to do with it. I ain't let nobody send me out. and he said, he trying to stay humble. He not this, that, and the other, and whatever, 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 right? And that's cool. You know what I mean? But hey, y'all hit the like button. Please share the video if y'all mind. Am I at 100 likes yet? I doubt it. But am I even at 50 likes yet? Even 50? But anyway, yeah, I found the whole thing very interesting. I was like, oh, okay, this is what they doing there. Right? But James is also right. He right about those bone carriers. But James, where you be disappointing me, ACMAC TV, is the fact that you keep playing. I don't know if you feel sorry for that chicken head or whatever, but that chicken head want to see you fight too. You know good and well that chicken head is around here stirring the pot, right? And then you'll say a little something to it, but then you'll try to, eat, warm over it. You know what I mean? They already done, even on LSA, they done dubbed you the bad guy and the bully. So I don't understand what the problem is. But maybe he getting to the point to where he is finna come out swinging, because James is very strategic, right? We heard Five Baby the other day talking about strategy, right? Well, James is very strategic, right? But I also think that James don't like it when people call him a bully and, say some other things about him. Me, I don't care. I done been called a bully and homophobic and everything but a child of God around here, right? Do I care? Nope. Am I still gonna say what I want to say? Yep, it is what it is. So my strategy has always been to speak what's on my mind because I don't have to coddle adults, right? I don't have to and just cause you sensitive don't mean I have to coddle you. Just cause you and whoever else don't like what I got to say don't mean I'm not gonna say it. And that's just how I do it, right? Now if it was me and I was James, I'd have been that came out and cussed everybody out. Y'all know me, child, right? Y'all please, hey, the B Sector podcast. Y'all please hit the like button. Please share the video. Hey, CMAC TV, if I didn't say that. You don't think you was either, Lee Pepper? I heard that, child. But he almost got to his wits' end yesterday. We are all adults, and James is a man of a certain age, and don't nobody be having time to play these games with people. I don't know why y'all just won't let that man sit over there and deal with the drama that he got, because he got a lot of it on his plate. You got people sending people his way. You got people manipulating people to come out and speak against him when they really ain't got nothing, against him, but you can't fight him yourself. So you want to send somebody else to try to fight to start a new beef, and then ain't even a beef. It's just ridiculous. So when KRN said, "Hey, this ain't my fight," when it came to the knot, I understand what he's saying, but he also got to realize that. See, here's the thing. Let me keep it a buck. I think that KRN and James feel away. I don't think that they dislike each other. I don't even think that they really want to fight. But I do think they feel a way about some subliminals that have been thrown, that they have been throwing towards one another, right? And we are all human, and it is, but in my opinion, to err is human, honey. To err is human. Let it out, let it out. But we know that as it pertains to the guys in the sector, hey, Southern Bill 74, sometimes it don't play out like that, right? Because like he should have been done cussed out that money monster over there, okay? Been done cussed that money monster out. But like I said, he's strategic. He do a strategy. I think you have to, in my opinion, you have to give James a direct shot, right? You can't be subliminal about it because he can be shady with you for as long as you can be shady with him. He got a good patience. He got a, hey, I commend him for having so much patience. You know what I mean? Me? Child. Mm-mm-mm. I told y'all a long time ago I don't understand subliminals. The reason why I don't catch subliminals all the time is because I'm a straightforward person. If I gotta say something to or about you, I'm gonna say it to or about you, and you gonna know I'm talking to or about you. Okay. Because I don't do subliminals. Like why? But it's part of the game and some people do, right? But I think they both feel away to some degree, honestly. And I think they've been feeling that way since the last time people wanted to see them get into it here just a while ago, right? But that chicken head is the main one want to see KRN and James into it. And I don't know, and I've been wanting James to, just like I've been wanting Nika to just come out and cuss that chicken head out and put it in its place forever. Okay. And yes, James, you did, and then did a video title something about what y'all thought James is coming from. Girl, he was coming for you, okay, because he's sick of you. Okay, and then one day you just gonna step, you always stepping in minefield, right? You ain't stepped on the right bomb yet to where he got to blow you up. But it's coming. Mhm. Roman, I can't hardly, Roman isn't falling. I'm gonna read that in a minute, Miss Tailpipe. Y'all know they got the share referral link on my screen and I can't see the commentary at the bottom, child. But when it scroll up, Miss LA, I'm gonna read it because you're not following for what? Shoot. Oh, woman needs to follow it. He ain't following for it. Yeah. You know, and then why would you let somebody troll you into arguing with somebody? If you're gonna argue on your own just cause y'all want to. Now I do agree with that. James needs to call her out. He does need to call her out, because she is trying. She is absolute. She always trying him. She always bucking him. You know what I mean? Just like she always bucking Nika. Hey, just read my book. You know, just ugly and unkept, okay, and ignorant. That's all it is. And so we need to go on and cuss her out, put her in her place, all right, and shut her down and shut her up. It's too much. I don't. Maybe I don't know why he won't go on and shut her down and shut her up. Okay, because he don't shut people down for less. All right, but he been letting this thing live for a very long time now. I don't know if it's strategy. I don't know if he really likes the thing. I don't know if it's the fact that he likes to go over there in her chat or hit her link or the people or some of the people over there. I don't know what it is, but if it was me, I wouldn't give a darn because honey, I see you. Okay. She don't like him no more than she like KRN and a whole bunch of these men around her, okay? Child. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. And that's just how I feel about it. I was like, oh Lord, look at the thing. Look at it. Look at it acting a monkey. Okay? Just loud and wrong. Just loud, ignorant and wrong, okay? Y'all give me a hint. Who you don't know who the chicken is? Yeah. My God, today, James is in Peace Alive after his live having a great time. Did he run a play with Pizarro again? I know, I don't think he ran a play. I just think he'd be giving it too much grace. Because he know James is very smart and he's been around for a long time. He know what that chicken head is trying to do. And he know that game that chicken head trying to play. But here's the thing, he playing a game right along with her, okay? Now, for what reason I can't figure out, I ain't never been able to figure that out because he been playing that game with that chicken head for a very long time. Maybe he don't want people to call him a bully, but that thing is that's the one supposed to be the bully, right? With all that loud talking and hollering and screaming, ain't that the bully? So it'll be two bullies fighting against one another, right? I'm confused. Like, ugh. I don't know why I show it so much grace. I really don't. I don't understand that. James already tapped the truth whisperer. I can't even read your whole. Type something up under it. Put an eyeball under that last comment, Lee Pepper, so I can read what the truth whisperer is saying. All right. So anyway, I found it very interesting. You know. And then another thing, now the thing I don't like when the men be posturing towards one. Hello, James already tapped KRN. Yes, on his hand by calling him on his panel and questioning. Yeah, he did. I agree. Because he was chat. He running a play. Some of y'all, right? I mean, that is not a play. That is not a play. Now he admitted to running a play on the knot the other day when it came to Kimmy and him. You know, he admitted to that because, like you said, there ain't no integrity around here no more, child. But no, that's not running the play. He was just in there enjoying the chat, and maybe that's why he be giving it grace because he like to go in the chat. LKRN like to go in the chat over there too. You know. James definitely got mad when KRN said that Sean Bradley thing. Yes, I think he felt the way about that, Shady Bond. Absolutely. That's why you think Sean Bradley did it. Okay, Sean be listening. He ain't never far away. Just cause he ain't commenting on the B sector no more don't mean he ain't listening. And yes, he dropped down in that chat to be very messy. Okay, because he know James is gonna feel a way about it. Messy, 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 Sean Bradley. Okay, it's very messy. All right. Now, if James was a little bit more upset, that would have lit a fire. That should have lit a fire under him, and he should have cussed out KRN and Sean Bradley. Okay, I'm just saying that's just me. But like I said, he's very strategic, so we're gonna have to see what happens. Okay, you had KRN over there, niggas explaining it a little bit, trying to keep it cool, not really for real wanting to get into it with James. You know what I mean? And I get that. Because James said, and I didn't even know that James is the one that introduced him to the sector. I gave him a shout out towards the sector or something like that. I didn't even know that. James definitely got mad when KRN said that Sean Bradley thanked him for being a great content creator. Through super chat yesterday. Yeah, I want to read the whole thing, but yeah, you're absolutely right, Shady Bonnet. I absolutely agree too, Colette. Oh yes. He was uber upset yesterday. I was like, oh, just the day. It's gonna be he gonna do a 360 cleanup, honey. He gonna clean up the whole porch, baby. But he held back. He kept it together. He kept it together. He did better than I would have done. Okay. I was like, honey. But that's what I feel about that. But that honey, that live was so good. I ain't gonna lie. That cleanup was so good. I had to listen to it twice. I was like, baby, they better leave James alone. They better leave James alone. That somebody about to get an old day, OGB sector, dragging around here. Okay, child, I can't read it yet, Shady. Somebody got a comment under it, child. This referral. How long are they gonna keep this referral link on people's thing? Didn't James shout at KRN first in the beef test? That's what he said, Shady Bonnie. But I didn't know because I'll be back and forth. Yeah, so I didn't know. I just learned that my own self. A couple of days ago, whenever it was that he said it, that's when I learned about it. Y'all, please hit the like button. Please share the video. Y'all check out my product tag back, especially the ladies. I got some really good skincare products, honey. The weather's changing. I be obsessed about my skin. You know, Child. But yeah, I found that very interesting. And then I really think that when it comes to KRN, his crew, the people that he got over there talking to him and advising him or whatnot, I think they be giving him some good advice, somewhat, but sometimes they need to go on and let him do him. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes they just need to let him follow his first thought. All right. Because I think that it will make for better content if they let that man follow his first heart, his first mind. Okay, leave that man alone and let him do the content the way he want to do it. Okay, but he was telling Kimmy and whoever else that what y'all got going on with that knot over there, that ain't my beat. Okay, not that part, not what y'all trying to put out, and I don't blame him for that. I ain't gonna let nobody send me out either. Yes, it was, and it was 3 hours. Then piece of troll. Then piece of the troll got jealous about the attention KRM was getting from both James and Sean. I mean, she always that chicken head don't even have a freaking storyline. Why do you think it's always trying to impose on everybody else? And she always trying to insert herself in somebody else's drama. Michael, she don't have no storyline. She be feeling away. I thought trolls didn't feel away. Just messy. But what she should have did was keep her butt in the comment section because she is a messy troll. She just belong down there with the rest of them. Okay? Because she don't have no storyline. I always got something to say about somebody. But the scariest heifer over here. Okay. And then you got people hollering they dox is this and they dox what cause and they dox this and they dox that and they supreme trolls and they got troll corporate. Why you can't come out if you such a good troll? Why you won't come? Well, see, because it's already been done. But why you want to come out with your version of who that troll is? That's what I want to know definitively, because people still got doubts, honey. But that troll done got doxed and exposed a long time ago. Okay, child, I think Peace really does like James. I'm not saying she don't like him. She not afraid of him. I'm not saying she afraid of him. Because when he said something about her in his life, she didn't cower down to him. I think he likes her too. Yeah, I think they got a modicum of like for each other, but that's besides the point. Sometimes she still be overstepping, in my opinion. And maybe because he likes her, he keep giving her a pass. So you're right about that. That's a good point, actually. Yeah. hmm Hey, simply me, happy Good Friday, love. But that's a good point. hmm Maybe that's why he keep letting her live and he won't clean her up. I don't know. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. The live was entertaining, but James is talking out both sides of his mouth. Review watcher, I don't think he's talking out of both sides of his mouth. I think that it may come across that way. I think what he's doing is holding back. I don't think that he's talking out of both sides of his mouth, in my opinion, but I think that he's holding back. But that's just me, you know. Just she oversteps, Colette, in my opinion. I'm like, ooh, child, nope. Nope. Mm-mm. I redid it in a second unbox because I can't see it because it's sure the link thing is right here, child. I'm like, oh my God. Why, why? And then, I ain't even gonna say that. Yeah, I was gonna talk about this sure the link thing. That wasn't even about be sector, but, what do you think about the donkey giving docs and info I heard about that, and that is so, I'm not even surprised. You know what I mean? Do that. Like I said, I don't talk about them knots, but am I surprised? Nope. Not at all. Mm-mm. Because that particular knot don't like the way that the nerve of it to have some kind of animosity towards the beef sector, because that particular knot has made its own self look bad over here. Okay. And then now you want to be mad because been called out so many times on your lies and delusions. That's why I don't talk about some of these knots. I don't talk about certain knots around here. Okay, I can't give it no publicity. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. People take kindness for weakness. You're right about that, Colette. Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. I absolutely agree with that. Yep. Yep. I think James be showing a couple of them kindness when he be letting them live. Cause Chad, I've been over there, had a 3 hour live dragging whoever it is that I want to drag. Okay. Chad. Now see, I don't know about James, but y'all know I got a bottom line, right? Chad. Mm-mm. But some of these knots ain't even worth it. Like, why even bother? Like, really? This what we're doing? Mm-mm. And you got and the nerve of content creators to like they say all publicity, good or bad, is good publicity. But it's gotta be dry around here for them to be taking it seriously and really upset about it for real. I'm like, ugh, not me, child. Nope. Mm-mm. This is what the fight that is what the fight is that is what the fight is about. All right, Bob. And Colette Lucas, she always oversteps. That's just what she does because I can't even see the end of it. So, but she does always overstep, uh, because she's a messy troll, and that's part of her appeal. You know what? You're right about that because she really, really messy, and that is part of her appeal. You're absolutely right. And we know people love to mess over here. Hey, it is the beef sector. You know what I mean? But some stuff is just too much, like, in my opinion. Some stuff is just very distasteful, you know. But like James said, there is no more integrity over here, because people have ushered in, people are not requiring integrity over here in order for them to do what they do. And so now it's kind of the norm. So, maybe that's part of the issue, when it comes to maybe that's part of the appeal, that people have, for that troll, because that troll absolutely has no integrity. Okay, child. Mm-mm. Review watcher. I can only read a little bit of it, but the part I see that KRN seems to make James Orr's itch, for some reason. but he won't admit it. Just like what is his name? That money hungry preacher over there makes his arse itch, and he won't admit it. Child, we all know they're going to fight, but you know what? Review watcher, maybe not, because the men can hold it together really well. Mm-hmm. Child. They will eventually go at it. They have been playing in it. I don't know about for years, but these past couple of months, they sure been playing in each other's face. I don't know what they've been doing for years, though. You know what I mean? However, the audience can't. Yeah, the audience can't try to force it. Otherwise, it would never happen. I know that's. I agree. That's the thing about. I agree. The reason why it won't happen, it will never happen, even when it came to him and Pastor, is because the audience want it so bad and you can't force it. So because people are trying to force it, they ain't going. So I agree. So they're really, blocking the potential for some great content as well as some great commentary because they want to try to force it. And for some people you can't force nobody into nothing. That's why the man went over there and said, look, this is not my fight. I ain't got nothing to do with it. Okay. Chat. But I put it in my back pocket for later because I didn't even know him and the knot had been into it for a very long time. I don't keep up with the knot. I don't pay attention to what the knots have to say. I do not take the knots seriously. Like I said in my QB voice, because in my opinion, the knots don't matter. That's why I don't do commentary on them. Okay, was a piece of dots years ago. I don't understand why the B sector keeps discrediting the dots when the troll tells. That's just because I think they discredit it just because she's saying it's not true. Because she won't own up to it. Well, so why would she won't own up to it? Because I think that's her too. With them Coke bottle glasses and them big old duck lips with that thick ass lion ass serpent tongue. Okay, I absolutely think that's her. Absolutely. Uh-huh. But because she say, no, that ain't me, I'm still a troll and blah, blah, blah. I guess they want to discredit it, discount it. And maybe they want her to remain anonymous. I don't know. But yeah, you're right about that. I agree with that comment. Absolutely. I remember when content creators used to have to show receipt. That's right. But no more integrity, no more. So don't even if you show a receipt, they ain't gonna believe it. Okay. And then honestly, because there's no integrity, if they show a receipt, you have to think, well, hey, has this receipt been tampered with? Because folks is real grimy these days. You know, it is a new day. You got that right, child. Mm-mm. But yeah, like I said, even if you show a receipt, it's still gonna be suspect. You know. And so yeah, please take a moment to hit the like button if you don't mind. I really appreciate it on this Good Friday, child. But I really want to come on and talk about. I found it very interesting, the whole dynamic between KRN and Treasure Lane. The whole dynamic is, I think he's frustrated. With I think he's frust. I think that uh Treasure is frustrated with KRN, and I think KRN feels offended by some of the stuff that James be saying. Sean Bradley is somewhat stirring the pot like he always do. A lot of trolls stirring the pot. That chicken head stirring the pot. So that means they ain't gonna get into it just cause too many people are invested. Overly invested into seeing them get into it. So that's gonna turn out to be nothing. Just nothing at all, child. Nothing. He said, "No, not to cross the line." She be treading that line though. But yeah, you right. Look how she treats Nika versus. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Colette. Yeah, yeah. Look how she treat Nika versus James. Yes, yes. I wish Nika would just take a break for a couple of weeks and come back and cuss everybody out. Like I said, everybody. Okay, there's something wrong to her, or said something she didn't like, child, including me. Okay, just cuss out everybody. All right, and separate yourself from that trifecta. That's the only way she gonna have some peace. I don't know what thinking Nika don't even have nothing to gain from that trifecta no more. She got her own group of people over there supporting her, and dealing with the trifecta is only making her look bad. Okay, the current B sector feels like the dump administration. Nothing but lies, fakes, beef daily. Ain't that something? Hey, just trolling. How you doing? I agree with that, Shady Bud. Child, nothing but lies and fake beasts. Okay, fake beasts, fake narratives, trying to start something up. You don't want to think you slick, but you ain't being slick because everybody see you. You know what I mean? All that sort of thing. So yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm-mm. Child, Colette Lucas, you okay? Sounding like a hating AC. Well, all right. Well, what is that about? Oh, Vero, how you doing? Gina, beautiful people. Pizza keep saying that she's not here because that's not. Oh, that's not her. Because it's not. Because it's not. Well, I can't even read the end of it. I'm gonna have to finish it off when you when somebody. It's not. She's a twin, yes, but they are not identical. Well, the way that they did that one video and it was her voice and she was even hollering and all of this and all that, that was enough for me. Like my eyes ain't playing no tricks on me. That video was not altered, and so it just is what it is. Okay, I believe it's her. I sure the hell do. She just embarrassing her own self. hmm The one we see is her sister. I don't believe that. Trust me. I find out. I just won't doubt. So I don't. I think it's her. Them Coke bottle glasses, that big ugly tongue, that ugly them lips looking out, and she looked like she dusty. Okay, she sound dusty, and she look like she dusty. She sound like I bet she look dusty. Okay. KRN clicked James' link a few lives ago. Right. To correct something, I'm sure KRN must feel why does he have to keep going to James? I mean, he don't have to. You know what I mean? And so maybe he feel way about that. I agree. Yeah, I agree. hmm Yeah, absolutely. Good question. I can't give you the answer there, but good question. Yeah, absolutely. Y'all, please hit the like button. Please share the video if you don't mind. Please hit the like button. Please. Do I have 100 likes yet so I can stop saying it? My goodness gracious. I don't have any of my regulars in here. Mm-hmm. But yeah, y'all, that's what I see concerning this situation. As far as talking about them knots and everybody up in arm about them knots, I don't see why people give so much credence to them dang on knots. Okay? Mm-mm. 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 But I thought James was finna let loose on everybody yesterday. I was getting happy. I was like, "Ooh, let me go get my popcorn, child." I said, "Oh Lord." Mm-mm. I felt let down, James, because I thought you was upset enough yesterday to let have, honey. I really did. Mm-mm. 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 Oh, is that all I had to talk about? Because, like I said, I'm not talking about them knots. Oh, and I did. I hadn't been on since Kimmy did her live the other day. That was a very good live. I got a very good little kiki out of it. So yeah, that was interesting. Mm. Sure. Other than that, I don't think I heard anything else. I'm probably forgetting. Oh, I was looking at what's his name? I was looking at ODS. Was it yesterday when Misunderstood came up there and cussed pizza. I mean, got pizza right together. Not cussed her out, but got pizza right together. I said, ooh, and pizza right on live in real time, dropping. I don't even know what that video was for. The part that she dropped. I'm like, what? Child. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. But yeah, I guess that's it. Child, I couldn't even do a whole lot, could I? But other than that, what y'all gonna do on this Good Friday today? I hope that you will give an honor to God, to the Almighty Creator as well as His Son Jesus the Christ. Because without Him, our wretched souls would not be able to be redeemed at all. But He showed us all grace and mercy, whether we whether we are deserving of it or not, which none of us are truly deserving of it, But like I said, he showed his humility and sacrifice, his love for humanity, when he died on the cross to cleanse us, make a way for us to be cleansed of our sins, right? And that's what I feel about it. And I also, I don't people, like on a side note, since we're talking about this is Good Friday. Jesus he was not meek. He was not a meek person, right? And he would get you, he would get them Pharisees and them Sadducees together, right? But I don't think there is enough talk in the Bible about John the Baptist, right? I really, I can see. I really wish that John the Baptist would have been right alongside Jesus. This is Good Friday. I'm talking about it because John the Baptist, for all accounts, he was a zealot. He was a zealot. But he had a direct line to the Most High God. He didn't have a choice to be. And some people thought he was crazy. Some people thought he was mad. I don't. I think that he was in absolutely, not of the world. He was in it in a physical form, but he absolutely not, was not of it. I don't even think that nobody else could have been qualified enough or holy enough to baptize Jesus the Christ except for John Baptist. Like I really don't. So if you know your scripture, you know what I'm talking about. I don't think he get enough credit. Like I really admire John the Baptist. And I know y'all don't want to talk about this. I just want to talk about it for a minute since it's Good Friday. And I just yeah, I don't know, but I like him. I like John the Baptist. I like the way he moved. And so, yeah, that's just my thing. I don't know why I want to come on here and talk about that because anyway, but I'll tell you one thing: this world is getting crazier, child. Start next week, when it come to China, everything is going to be going up. Okay, now, 47 is trying to pedal back, and trying to make a deal with the Chinese about this tariff situation. I don't know why this thing keep playing fast and loose with this economy, it is beyond me, but he really is paying fast and loose for everyday people and their ability to make it. Okay, and for the fact that some people are still glamour, glammed up or in a brain fog when it comes to that whole administration is beyond me. Okay, I'm trying to say the right thing here, y'all. It baffles and boggles my mind. All right. Lord, and it doesn't like authority at all in any area, right? So I heard, was it this morning that I heard he's suspending the uh the testing uh for the EPA to make sure our food and stuff is safe, like in the air and the water is safe, to drink and eat. He's suspending that, of those people, that do that. And I'm like, oh my goodness, oh my god. But see, it's a reason and a plan for everything, a reason and a plan for everything. Mm-mm, mm. But we gonna see. We get to sit back and watch a nation implode on itself. Mm, mm. Don't make no sense. But anyway, child, I got veered off the course, child, veered off the course. Let me just say once again, happy Good Friday to you all. I hope that you guys take a moment to reflect on, they done commercialize Good Friday as well as Easter. They want everybody to think about, hey, we got to go Easter egg hunting, or hey, let's get an Easter outfit, and hey, it's almost spring because it's Easter. They really don't want to focus on the real meaning. You know, a lot of people don't believe in Jesus the Christ. A lot of people don't believe in the Most High Creator. But I bet when you fall on hard times, the first thing you do is start calling on the Lord, right? Whether you say you believe or not, you let yourself get in trouble and see, don't you be calling on the Lord, okay? Especially melanated people, they look, they they don't have a choice but to call on the Lord. And if they say they ain't Christian, they tell a lie. Because their mama was. And probably they grandmama too. Child. Mm-mm. I don't know. But anyway. I just want to remind everybody what this day was truly about. And I know it was in the midst of this mess, but child, in the midst of mess, there can always be a message. And if I was going to give a message to anybody, if anybody is listening at all, it's to just please, take a moment to reflect on the sacrifice. Reflect on the sacrifice. In this day and age, people are trying to take our free will away from us, and the one thing that God promised us was free will, right? He didn't promise us happy or peace on this earth right here, but he gave us free will. You know, he gave us free will. Even though when it comes to melanated people in this country, that free will was taken away from our ancestors, right? And even to this day, we are scorned simply because people took our free will away from us. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine something God gave you, a gift the one gift that He gave you, somebody took it away from you for centuries? Wow, wow. Don't make no sense. But that happened. If they could, and they got these. I think when I was looking at the news and they was talking about that, was it El Salvador? The El Salvadoran president or the whatever president he was around there sitting with Trump and he was talking about they ain't sending that man that they got wrongly locked up, back to America and all of this and all that. Is that finna be his a war camp? You know? You don't like what he say or what he do, he just put you in that hole right there. Mm. Lord have mercy. But you gotta be careful. Because people thinking it can't happen to them, but it can absolutely happen to you. You know. Yeah. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I'm just wondering. So he say you're gonna have the prison so full over here. That's why he need to, like get somebody else to kind of pick up the slack. Is that what he doing? Mm-mm. All right, I heard. Time to tell y'all. Time to tell. I was sorry. I was multitasking. Right. So anyway, hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Like I said, take a moment to reflect. In the midst of all of this messiness I've been talking about, I still hope you guys got the message. That I was trying to share with you guys, which was about Good Friday. About humility, about sacrifice, about the love for humanity. The greater good. The dignity for humanity, and I hope you got because it's so commercialized, like I said once before, to where people just consider it as another holiday, another day out from work, something to dress up for, and all of this and all of that, right? But there is a message behind all of the glitz and the glam, child. There is a message behind it, right? So that's just how I feel about it, So yeah. Mm. But y'all stay prayed up, child, cause these demons, it is daytime and they is walking free. I seen a video on YouTube about that singer. What's that boy's name? The one that was swinging on the dance pole in front of Satan. What is his name? But anyway, his face was paralyzed like Justin Bieber. I say better leave them drugs alone. Ain't no telling what they do to them, what kind of rituals they put out on them when they be doing them drugs, and what kind of drug is making your face be paralyzed. What's that boy's name? He made them sneakers with blood in the bottom of the sneaker and all of this and all of that. He too young for all of that. So the folks be selling their soul for a little bit of nothing around here. Okay, I can't even think of the boy's name. But anyway, they put him in the hospital. He said he feel better. Oh, Lil Nas X, that's his name. And I was like, what? But am I surprised? Nope. See, they think that thing is cute until it's time for the man to come to pay up. But when it's your time to pay up because you done sold your soul for this fame and you done did this, that, and the other, how you gonna be acting? Have y'all seen that movie called Angel Heart? It's an old movie starring Lisa Bonet. It's very good. If I ain't never seen Angel Heart, y'all oughta watch that movie called Angel Heart. You know what I mean? It's very interesting. Hmm. So when I see them coming on, I feel better because my face ain't paralyzed no more. And Justin Bieber around there wasting away, and these people, these stars be losing their mind, and all of this and all of that. That's all them demonic rituals they be partaking in, so they can get some so-called fame. Then you got to ask yourself, is it really worth it? Because that's hard work, honey, and they still ain't even happy after they get it. And that can happen to everyday people, like just everyday folks. Just selling your soul, just passing it over for a little or nothing. People be passing along their soul for YouTube fame, you know. And people so ignorant these days, they normalize rituals and stuff like that. I just seen Lady Gaga, what I was talking about the other day, and some people was loving her performance. Loving what? That whole ritual that she did on stage? So y'all just don't care nothing about y'all soul, right? Y'all just giving it away. Don't y'all know that that's what this fight is all about, your soul? Why do you think God gave you the free will? Because you got a right to choose to whether what you want to do with your soul. Because He wants you to come to Him willingly, because you want to come to Him, not because He told you to. People give away their soul and shut off their integrity and humanity for a little bit of nothing, especially in this AI age. In this age of AI, it's real easy. And but the worst people are the ones that know what they're doing. They know when they're acting like a Judas. They know when they doing it for a little bit of change, or a little bit of whatever, or cause they got their inner demons that they got to deal with. It's just really unfortunate. I don't even know why I'm having this conversation, but anyway, I really want to say this before I got off here. You know, because you got to watch what you're doing. You got to pay attention to what's going on around here. See, sometimes even like stuff in the beef section, you can catch a thing and it's going so far. It seems like they're bloodthirsty. I was talking about that the other day. Better watch. You better watch. You better watch. You better catch yourself. You better watch. Because karma is real, honey. Okay? Don't play with it. You know. Honey, but you gotta be battle hard these days, honey. You gotta be not only washed in the blood, but honey, baptized in fire, okay? And I ain't talking about for nothing that's going online. I'm talking about to maneuver in this world. So if you're gonna stand up for the Most High, you got to be ready to take a hit. You know, you know. Will you die for Him? Like, what will you do? Like at the end of the day, that's something to think about, ain't it? Will you die for Him? Mm-mm-mm. I talk my stuff, but I know at the end of the day, I know where my grace and mercy come from. I know who will never forsake me, never turn their back on me. That's why I don't. That's my partner, right? I got two partners in this world for sure, right? The rest of my partners done gone on to glory. Those are my family members. Y'all know about that. But I got still two partners I know for sure that ain't never ever ever gonna turn on an oracle. Okay, two of them that I know. One of them I sleep with every night, and one of them is around me 24 hours a day, and I can talk to him anytime I want to. And it's called the Almighty Creator. All right. And I know He ain't never gonna leave me, never gonna forsake me. And I know that life is hard because it's supposed to be, but God is always good all the time. Now that's what I know. Okay. Now you got people, they so worried about silver and gold that they can't really see the real wealth that's going on in this world. Okay. And for me, my wealth is my family. And the Most High Creator. That is, if I got them two, I'm good because everything else is extra. Everything else gonna be all right. Wake up with breath in my body. I'm good. Hmm. That's the way I see it. And that's the things I think about, when it comes to Good Friday. Those are the things I think about. I don't do I'm really not into the symbolism because I got my own personal relationship, with the Most High Creator, and it's not up for debate, and so I just kind of do my own thing. So that's why I can switch back and forth when it comes to commentary like this, right? Because we have a personal relationship. He knew exactly who I am, was exactly in my heart, and how I move, and that's a good thing to me. I'm good with that, you know. And so anyway, I just want to mention that on Good Friday, I'm going to get off here and let you guys finish your day. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Please hit the like button. Please hit the like and share button on your way out the door. And also, please check out my product tag bag. I got some. This skincare line called Butter, Buttah, and those products are wonderful. The only thing I've tried so far is the moisturizer, but I'm gonna try the face mask. Uh, they are good, reasonable price, and I'm gonna be, once I get hooked on to something, child, you know, I have to keep telling y'all about it because I'm all about this skincare, child. I better be right. But anyway, you guys enjoy the rest of your Good Friday. Thanks so much for joining me. Y'all be safe out there. Y'all take a moment to reflect on the sacrifice of Jesus the Christ and what it means for us. Us true believers know what that sacrifice meant. Because even when he was hanging on the cross, he was showing grace and mercy. You know, even when he was on the cross, he was showing grace and mercy, right? So every once in a while, I don't see nothing wrong with doing that either, right? So it just is what it is. But anyway, I love you guys in the way that Christ loves you. Um, and I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Bye bye. Peace.